Hey WILDR folks! Today's 6-minute mobility is going to be focused on giving us a nice stretch through the back of the legs and checking in on our hip mobility. This would be a phenomenal one after a run, but you can do it any time. So let's get out of here in 6 minutes or less, starting now. We're going to begin with some ankle letdowns. Now, if you work with me, you know I love these guys. What you'll need is a raised step of some sort. Now this could be the bottom step on a set of stairs. It could be a kitchen chair. Anything that's going to get you just a little bit off the ground is what we're looking for. Your back leg is going to be your working leg. I want you to focus on it. Our front leg is just our support crew. It's just the one that's hanging out and giving us some balance. So what I want you to do is put the ball of your foot on the ledge, and we are going to sink down into a stretch with that knee very bent. Now, if you're like some people, you might not feel a stretch here. You might feel a full stop. If that's the case, I want you to try and spread the knee out to the side a little bit, and that's going to help us find a spot where we actually get some stretching happening. We're going to hang out here for 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to send that knee towards the back of the room to change where we feel the stretch, because we're going to be stretching a different muscle. We're going to hang out here for 5 seconds. Again, if we're too internally rotated like this, we may not feel a stretch, so really try and spread that femur out. And then we're going to push through this back leg, through the toes, to use that ankle now that we've stretched it out. Our front foot is going to come up as well, but remember, it's the support crew. This is the guy doing most of the work right here. So we're going to drop back into that stretch with a bent knee. 1, 2, 3. With a straight knee. 1, 2, 3. And come up nice and strong. You might have to readjust in between reps here. 3 seconds here. 1, 2, 3. Dig deep for that stretch. Straighten the knee. 1, 2, 3. Press up nice and strong. One more of these. Straight or bent knee for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Straight knee. 1, 2, 3. And coming up nice and strong. Good. Now we're going to be doing some shrimp squats with that leg as our bottom leg. So I stretched out my left one, so my left leg is now going to be my working leg. For our shrimp squats, I'm going to get you to catch the back of your foot, or right in the ankle joint, if you will, with one hand. And then I want you to sink, by using knee flexion and ankle flexion, your knee to that raised surface that you were using. Now, for some people, this isn't going to be quite deep enough to feel a stretch, depending on what your target is. So feel free to come away from your bench and complete your shrimp squats to a little bit lower of a distance. What we're aiming for is a depth that challenges the flexibility of the standing leg through the ankle. And one more to get us to 10 of these. Beautiful. Let's switch to our second side. So do the old switcheroo. The leg that was stretching is now our support crew. And we are going to get the ball of the foot on the ledge. Sink down until you feel a stretch. Play around with it. You're looking for that stretch. 3 seconds hold, and then we'll straighten the leg. 1, 2, 3. Press up. Find a stretch in that first position. 1, 2, 3. Second position. 1, 2, 3. And up. That's 2 reps. Bent leg. 1, 2, 3. Straight leg. 1, 2, 3. And up. Bent leg. 1, 2, 3. Straight leg. 1, 2, 3. And up. And again. 1, 2, 3. Straight leg. 1, 2, 3. And up. Wonderful. One more time, just for good measure, because this ankle's feeling a little tighter for me today. Straight leg. And up. Now we get to do our shrimp squats. So the leg that was doing the work is now the leg on the bottom. You're going to catch the other back of your leg, and we get to sink into our shrimp squats. 10 of these reps. You might do a couple to your target, and then decide that you want to go a little lower, in which case, take a step away from your box or stair and move through a range of motion where you feel strong enough to get out of that position, but you're still feeling a little bit of a burn or a challenging of the range of motion in that standing leg. Awesome. All right, we get to do our final exercise now, and it is going to use both legs at the same time. Get your box out of the way. And we're just going to be dropping into our low squat. So again, challenging that ankle flexion if that's the limiter for us. I want you to take your feet underneath your shoulders. We're going to try and sink our hips straight down towards the ground, keeping our chest as high as we can and letting those knees actually drive forward over that second toe. So they're not coming in here, they're going out. Important for this one, we want to keep our heels glued to the ground. So dropping in to that low squat position, heels are glued to the ground, chest is high, and I'm actually going to get you to go to the point where you're kind of hanging out in this position. And then you can move around a little bit, and I want you to shift from the left, driving that left leg or knee over your second toe, to the right, driving that right knee over that second toe. This is really challenging for you. A counterweight in your hands here could really help, or just holding on to a chair or something. But we do want to find our ankle on the side we're leaning to is what we're working on here. Remember, so now the same way we had a support crew for one of our legs, if I'm leaning this way, this is my support crew. My knee might not be in a perfect alignment because I'm actively pressing through this side. And back to that first side. Good. And we'll shake it out. And that is it for today's 6-minute mobility. I hope this one served you. Have a wilder day.